Test, 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 test. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the four core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the LaGrange College Panthers and your PCC Eagles. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. I thank you for getting both teams here safely. Thank you for the rain you've sent us. Keep them safe as they travel back home and help us to stay safe on the court. And help everybody remember what they've done. Do everything to your honor and your glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for LaGrange College. Number 0, Cam Lyons. Number 4, Gabe Cofield. Number 5, Brody Scott. Number 12, Samuel Moss. And number 31, Kyle Smith. The Panthers are led by Coach Kendall Wallace. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. A junior from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, number 0, Brantley Koski. A grad student from Ringgold, Louisiana, number 5, Malachi Herbster. A sophomore from Goldsboro, North Carolina, number 13, Blaze Conlon. A junior from Avon, Indiana, number 25, Aaron Wagner. And a sophomore from Burleson, Texas, number 50, Liam Gertz. The Eagles are led by Coach Jason Bell with assistant coaches Micah Conlon and Mark Getch.
Hello and welcome fans from all over and viewers from around the world to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. I am Alvin Chapman, alongside me the Sports Information Director here at the college, Braden Motter. Braden, super excited for this match here today. We have Collegiate College of the South, 4th ranked team, LaGrange College, against our Pensacola Christian College Eagles, standing at 2-7 on the year as the Eagles win the tip. Great to see you tonight, though, Braden.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Alvin. I'm really excited for this game. It's going to be a great matchup for the Eagles. It's obviously going to be a really big test for the Eagles as well, especially on the defensive side of the floor, as we see Aaron Wagner getting his first start of the season, drops a beautiful dime right to Malachi Herbster to start the game.
What a beautiful offensive performance. A career high for him. 24 points. Lit up the three-point arc yesterday as well with 5 triples. Drive inside, help side, blocked there by Conlon. Count the bucket and the foul on the other side, though, for LaGrange College. That's Brody Scott with the second chance opportunity.
Yeah, that was a great defensive stand by the Eagles. Good help by Blaze to get that initial block. Number 5 for LaGrange, Brody Scott came down with the rebound, got the putback. Eagles did a great job defensively there. Got to focus on those boards, though.
This free throw can give them the lead, but to no avail. Now, we have Gertz, who turns it over. Intended target there, Aaron Wagner.
Yeah, we talked about a minute ago, this being Aaron Wagner's first start of his career. Love that for him. Obviously, a little bit of a miscommunication there between he and Liam. Once this game gets going, I'm sure they'll dial some of those little mistakes in.
Not the first start of his career. Basket, no good. Koski will bring it down. Koski picks up his dribble, very costly, especially with Lyons guarding him full court. Gertz goes behind his back and loses possession. That's a turnover there for Pensacola. Scott ahead, blocked there by Malachi Herbster.
Great transition defense there from Malachi. Hate to see another turnover by Liam. Normally takes care of the ball pretty well, but good transition defense there from the Eagles and Malachi to make a good play there on the ball.
That last offensive possession, 2 things I didn't really like. One, Koski picked up his dribble after crossing the half court about 20 feet from the basket, and then Liam Gertz going behind his back there. Normally it works, but that wraparound between a double team, especially against an aggressive, athletic defensive team like LaGrange, can be costly. Now Scott guarded by Gertz. They get it to Lyons. Lyons will attack. Turnaround, fading jumper, uses the glass for safety.
Yeah, it was great patience from Cam Lyons there. Drove downhill. Brantley played good initial defense when he didn't jump on the ball fake. Little spin around fadeaway jumper. Great patience from the point guard.
Here is Conlon. Koski now guarded by Lyons. He'll attack. Picks up his dribble. Nowhere to go. Finds somehow Gertz. Conlon. He'll attack. Conlon will rise to the occasion. He's blocked there by number 12, Samuel Moss. Here's the Panthers now in transition. Brody Scott will go coast to coast. And another free throw trip for him as he attacked on Liam Gertz.
Yeah, miscommunication in transition defense there. Brantley and Liam running together. Both of them thought the other was going to pick up ball. They both started to run away. Realized that number 5, Brody Scott, was driving to the basket untouched. Liam had to come in, get an unfortunate foul call, put Scott back at the free throw line.
Just like that, not even 2 minutes into this game, actually about 2 minutes and 10 seconds, the Eagles already with 2 team fouls. Scott misses his second attempt of the day. LaGrange at an impressive 5-2 start to begin the season. He misses them both. Here's Gertz. He'll attack. Retracts his dribble, and another turnover there for Gertz.
Good transition defense there from Brantley to get that poke away. Eagles have 3 turnovers on the day. Liam has all 3 so far. Usually, like I said earlier, he's not normally a big turnover guy, pretty smart player. Had a couple miscues here early on. Need Liam to try and dial those in if the Eagles want any chance of being in this game.
Scott will hand it off to number 4, Gabe Cofield. They go inside to Kyle Smith. Smith with the fading jumper, no good. Collected there by Liam Gertz. Herbster guarded by Scott. Herbster will get it over to Koski. An entire line switch preparing to come to the table here for the Panthers. Wagner goes to Gertz. Gertz, great pump fake. He'll go to the basket. Layup, no good. Scott running the floor, lays it off the glass for 2.
Yeah, Brody Scott's got 4 points, and he's got 4 free throw attempts, and all of them have come from fast break attempts. He's driving hard. Love seeing a player like Scott, who's a little bit bigger in size, a little taller, running the floor as well as he is.
That is Lines there with the foul, attempting to impede on Koski's driving lane. And here's a fresh 5 here for the Panthers. The entire starting lineup out of the contest. Incoming number 14, Cameron McCall. Number 35, Parker Gonzalez. At the guard spots, Tayshawn Pendleton will come into the game as well. And Malachi Herbster off the pin down screen will lay it off the glass for 2.
Yeah, great baseline out of bounds play there for the Eagles. Obviously an up screen set for a little bit of early action in that, but then an up screen set for Malachi Herbster gets an easy dive down for an easy layup.
Pendleton, three-pointer in and out. Corralled down, though, by Blaze Conlon. Chase Harrell hassling there. Koski in the full court setting. He gets it over. Wilkerson inserted into the game recently, and a foul there on number 14, Cameron McCall. That one actually on Pendleton. A fresh 20 on the shot clock for Pensacola. Wagner goes baseline. Another great assist there from Aaron Wagner. We saw his offensive efficiencies last night. Tonight we're seeing his beautiful passing on display. Down low there, number 35, Parker Gonzalez. Gets on the board here for the Panthers. The Eagles inbounded in. Wagner. In transition, another pass intended to Malachi Herbster. That one too strong. The Panthers now quickly moving here in transition. Pendleton layup, no good. Herbster hackled on that rebound. Pendleton gets that snatched away from him by Wilkerson.
Great defense from Colin there. Obviously a little undersized there to be trying to fight for rebounds on the block. When Pendleton came down with it right before he went up with it, Colin, great hands to poke that away.
Drive to the basket, Koski, no good. Misses the entirety of the rim.
You can hear the
Panthers
LaGrange.
now with numbers. Go ahead and say what you were going to say here, Braden.
Yeah, you can hear the LaGrange coach on the side as soon as they get a rebound yelling, go, go, go. Obviously LaGrange, we've seen early on, really wants to push the pace, wants to work fast, get into the fast break offense. Eagles are doing pretty well early on to hold them in the defensive side of the fast break, but need to make sure that our legs are good as the rest of the game continues.
Herbster at the rim again. He's denied. Conlon the follow. No basket, but a foul.
Yeah, great drive there, or good pass, excuse me, from Colin to cutting Malachi Herbster. Couldn't get the shot to finish. Obviously, he got blocked. Good follow there from Blaze to get himself to the free throw line for 2.
Blaze Conlon having a terrific year in his junior season, starting 5 of the last 7 games, 10 points per contest, the second leading scorer here for Pensacola. Second free throw good there for Blaze Conlon. He gets on the board and knocks things up 8 apiece. Timeout on the floor, called there by head coach Blaze Conlon, and we'll step aside. Tied up at 8 apiece, number 25, Chase Harrell, the sophomore guard from Creekwood High School, will bring it up now in the possession of Gonzalez. Wilkerson guarding Harrell. Dribble pull up there by McCall, and that's the bottom of the barrel there for the Panthers.
LaGrange maybe got away with a little bit of an illegal screen there. Parker Gonzalez, definitely a moving screen there. Great transition take from Aaron Wagner. A little bit of an illegal screen there, and started as a solid screen, and then as the defender tried to get around, he opened up and kind of held him. Maybe a missed call there by the official, but...
Pendleton will attack, makes Wagner slip and fall, and he'll convert at the rim. That was Pendleton's first points of the game. Dillard guarding Wagner. Now the handoff to Koski. Koski will work the baseline, find Conlon. What a violation. I believe he stepped out of bounds there by the baseline official. He calls it. Now the starting unit coming in for the Panthers.
Yeah, obviously we see LaGrange playing really high pace, and obviously that's where their hockey style of subbing is coming in. The line changes, as you called it earlier. He plays 5 for what appears to be about 4 to 6 minutes at a time, and then he swaps them out back and forth. And that seems to be their decision as a coach, to try and play with a lot of pace and tire out the opposing team.
That was Herbster with another block. And now Liam Gertz will come back into the game, this time for Blaze Conlon. Gertz averaging 14 points per contest, but 3 early turnovers in this match.
Yeah, he had a couple early miscues, and obviously I think that's why Coach Bell put him on the bench. Just gave him a minute to kind of think about it, and as Liam commits a little bit of an unfortunate foul there too. I think that's his second of the game. May put Coach Bell in an awkward position where he may have to pull Liam again real quick here with 2 early fouls with 13 and a half left in this first half.
That will send Samuel Moss to the line to convert on 2 free throws. First free throw up and good for Moss. His first chance for points on the night. Second one preparing to go up for Moss now, and good. Wilkerson, guarded by Scott. Wilkerson takes a screen from Herbster. Now switched on. Herbster finds Koski somehow.
High pressure, high intensity man defense here from the Panthers, trying to turn the Eagles over. Work for them early on, getting a handful of early ones. Eagles have dialed it in a little bit, forcing some crazy shots that we just saw there from Aaron Wagner, but he does get himself to the line. Good aggressiveness from Wags.
Wagner, as we mentioned, his first start as an Eagle, but not the first start of his collegiate career. When he played for Spurgeon College, he was the 3rd leading scorer for their team and start only not for 4 games in his freshman season. He gets on the board for the second time in today's game. Misses the next attempt, but Herbster keeps that rebound alive. And a fresh 20 here for Pensacola.
Yeah, great work there from Malachi. Knew he couldn't get his own hands on it to grab it and decided to try and tip it out. Brantley Koski waiting outside the three-point line. Good play, good high IQ play from Malachi.
Koski coming off the screen. He'll drive inside and finish with the opposite hand on the left side of the basket.
Great take there from Brantley. Love seeing his aggressiveness. Shoots for a steal there, doesn't get it. But love seeing Brantley be aggressive. He's obviously not shooting the three ball super well this season. Made a couple last night. But love seeing him drive to the basket. He's a really good passer too. So once he gets in the lane, he's usually either looking for an easy finish or a quick kick out.
Wagner dribbles through traffic, goes behind his back, and maintains his handle. Koski will drive. Koski will switch directions here. Possession will stay here despite the efforts for the loose ball there by Malachi Herbster.
Yeah, the Panthers are obviously really pressing both in the full court and the half court. The Eagles in that man, they're being extremely aggressive as Eagles get a timeout with Malachi grabbing the ball. But they're playing very aggressive. Something that the Eagles need to focus on is once they get into the half court, even though they still are being pressured, they need to slow themselves down. We haven't scored in the last few possessions. We really need to focus on getting into our offense. The couple buckets we've gotten so far have just been drive layups. We need to get back in the offense and swing the ball, work where we work.
Let's go ahead and stay here for this timeout. Let's talk about last night's game against the South Region opponent, Trinity Baptist. The Eagles struggled offensively, but it was Wagner's performance that kept them alive and kept the momentum shifting.
Yeah, Aaron Wagner usually coming off the bench as probably like the 7th or 8th man, so him coming in and getting 24 points, a career high for him, that's obviously really exciting for the Eagles. Obviously a little bit of a shock to Trinity Baptist, you know, the one guy that you didn't think you had to worry about on the scouting report, and he came in and gave a career night. Obviously that surprised Trinity Baptist. Unfortunate that the Eagles couldn't pull out the win at the final buzzer, but love the aggressiveness from Wagner. Love seeing him get in the starting spot today and earning some time.
Wagner now for the inbound. They go quickly to Herbster. Ball rotated now into the hands of Koski. Now in the hands of the inbound to Wagner. Wagner will attack. Flips over to Herbster off the backboard and good.
That's the second time this game that Malachi and Aaron have completed a little sequence there. Great no-look left-handed pass there from Wagner. Good finish by Malachi. Those two seem to work really well together.
Moss. He'll swing it, but the steal. Here's Wagner in transition. Wagner by himself. Off the backboard, no good. Kept alive, though, by Wilkerson. He had a turnover. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Lions in transition, but a steal there by Koski. Wilkerson by himself. He lays it off the glass and good. Very sloppy basketball, but the Eagles will reap the earnings and also take a 1-point lead.
Yeah, great aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball. 2 steals in a row. Would have loved to have seen Wagner's layup go in. Didn't get it to fall, but Brantley got an immediate steal back on the other end. Colin able to convert.
That's a timeout there taken by the Panthers. Their first of the game. We will step aside. Titus Anderson, the sophomore from McDonough, Georgia, will come into the game for Pensacola, relieving Colin Wilkerson after the fast break bucket. Lions will go to Smith. Smith will find Cofield. Cofield will stop, pop, can't finish. Smith, the second chance opportunity, cleaning up the glass on the offensive side.
Yeah, good defense there from Titus Anderson. He did his best to have to run through 3 screens there. Almost got the block, didn't get it. Eagles need to focus on those rebounds. They've given up a few early offensive ones here. Make sure we're boxing out and exploding. Go grab that ball.
Gertz nearly with his 4th turnover. The intended target there, Blaze Conlon. Liam Gertz guarded there by Smith. Koski will attack. He tried to go baseline to Conlon, but he was sitting nice in the corner. Lions will attack. No bucket, but a foul there on Titus Anderson. And As we mentioned, another line switch here for the Panthers. And Braden kind of smart, especially with this up-tempo, fast, aggressive defense the Panthers play.
Yeah, 40-minute game, so you need a lot of fresh legs, and obviously the hockey line switching that we're seeing here from the Panthers is obviously something coaches decided that if you want to play with this much pace for 40 minutes, players can't play that much pace for 40 minutes, so being able to give them breaks here and there, let them play for 6 and sit for 6, I think that's a good system that he's got here.
Jace Harrell looking to relieve the shooter. LaGrange struggling at the line here tonight, 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. Here is Lyons with his second attempt, and he misses it.
The fourth.
Rebound grab down, loose ball collected there by Koski.
And it's the 4th offensive rebound that the Eagles have given up here in the early parts of this first half. Really need to box out and explode to the ball, especially on free throws. 4-on-2 definitely can't give up offensive rebounds in that situation.
They go inside to Gertz. Rather Wagner. Wagner tries to find Anderson, but a turnover. Trying to fit the ball into a tight space. That went to no avail.
Yeah, had a couple good early passes, a couple little pocket passes there early, and tried to get another one there. LaGrange came up with a steal.
Great drive to the basket. A lot of contact. No good. Pulled down there by Coughlin. He'll go coast to coast.
Good decision there from the sophomore, pushing in transition, realized it was a 2-on-5, pulled it out, helping the Eagles get set up in the offense. Good decision there from Blaze.
Conlon goes inside to Gertz. Gertz double team, basket up, and a foul. Liam Gertz will finally get a chance to get some points here on the board.
Yeah, it's something that LaGrange's coach has obviously talked about, Liam being the best scorer on the team. We're keying in on him. They're making sure that he doesn't get open threes or open on the block. As soon as he got that entry pass, he was immediately double-teamed.
First free throw, no good for Gertz. Isaiah Pettigrew will come into the game. He's the tallest man on LaGrange roster, standing at 6'8". The sophomore from Hillgrove High School, number 25, Jace Harrell, will check back into the contest as well as Gertz splits the player. Splits the pair, rather. Here is Dillard now, guarded by Gertz. Pendleton tells Pettigrew to go out to the corner. McCall will drive on Wilkerson. Layup no good. Another rebound there by Conlon. Game knotted up at 18 apiece. Here's Anderson. He had 5 points, a 3 and a long 2 in last night's matchup against Trinity Baptist. He goes to Gertz. Pettigrew will work on Gertz. Conlon will attack. Not a lot of options for offense here. Wilkerson goes back to Conlon. And another turnover here by Pensacola.
Yeah, that's 9 early turnovers here in the first 10.5 minutes of play. Eagles already got 9. They're averaging about 16.5, 17 turnovers a game. We're on track for that again tonight. Eagles need to do a little bit better job taking care of the ball.
I'll be blunt with you here, Braden. You can't win basketball games if you're turning the ball over 16 times in a game. Pettigrew readjusts his space. Another point-blank miss there for LaGrange. A second opportunity is good, though, for Pettigrew. And that one on Gertz.
Yeah, that's Liam's 3rd foul of the game with 8:55 left on the clock. Coach Bell sends Malachi Herbster to the table. I'm sure he's going to come relieve Liam, and Liam's probably going to have to be on the bench for the remainder of this first half with 3 fouls.
Herbster with 6 points in this game on 3 field goals. Receiving great assist from Aaron Wagner and all of those points. Pettigrew knocks down 1 of 2 from the free throw line. LaGrange continues to struggle from the stripe. Conlon, he'll drive. Conlon finishes on the opposite side of the rim.
Great patience from Blaze. He had the 3, would have been a little contested, decided to drive, was waiting for the help defense to come, it never showed up. Good patience from him, getting to the right side of the basket for an easy finish.
Pettigrew with the second chance opportunity. The Eagles just giving up offensive rebounds, possession after possession.
I think that's 7 offensive rebounds that the Eagles have given up, and again, we're only 11.5 minutes into the game. Turnovers and offensive rebounds is something I'm sure the team is going to want to talk about at halftime.
Anderson, the much-needed triple. in the lead for Pensacola. Anderson does a great job coming into the contest and providing the much-needed spark from the perimeter. Pendleton, can he respond? Being guarded by Anderson, no good. Strong rebound there by Wilkerson. Stickles will control it.
Yeah, good box out from Blaze, and then good explosion by Colin. His offensive player was outside the three-point line, so Colin IQ there, dive into the basket trying to grab that rebound, and that's what he does.
Backdoor intended for Anderson. And another pass trying to be squeezed into a tight space. 10 turnovers now for Pensacola. That starting unit back into the game here for LaGrange. And that defensive intensity hasn't been missed the entirety of the match. The coach going in about 11 men deep. Smith will work on Herbster. Scott had Smith, will take it himself. No good from the paint touch. Wilkerson will work here. Stickles goes back to Anderson. Wilkerson tries to cross over to Conlon, but that's a turnover. And Herbster with the save. He's slow to get up, and Scott forces the jump ball.
Yeah, great hustle play there from Malachi to get back and grab that steal. Couldn't get his feet under him, fell to the floor. We've called 2 early timeouts here in the first half. That's a very high IQ play by the grad student to not burn a third timeout on a possession like that. He hates to have to accept the held ball, but he takes that instead of calling the third timeout for the Eagles.
Yeah, timeouts, something very valuable, especially in the college basketball field, especially in last night's game. We saw the Eagles with about 2 minutes remaining. 20 seconds on the shot clock as well. But let's go back to that last night's game. Down by 3 with about 2 minutes to go. Not having timeouts to stop the clock. Moss, jumper, good! Wow, good shot there by Samuel Moss.
Yeah, Samuel Moss, left-handed, obviously always lefties are a little bit more difficult to guard, and he really elevates when he shoots the ball. Those great baseline out of bounds for him to come to an open wing and be able to knock down that little baseline jumper.
Wagner unable to weave through traffic. Now we have 20 on the shot clock for LaGrange. Moss, jumper, no good. Conlon, guarded by Brody Scott. Koski will attack on Moss. Herbster will work inside. Spinning layup, no good. Smith the rebound.
Something we saw early from the Eagles, and I think the first 2 possessions of the half, was 2 back cuts and 2 wide open layups because LaGrange is so spread in that man defense. Really need to get back to those back cuts because LaGrange is playing the exact same defense, and for some reason we're not playing the same offense. We need to focus, get back into that.
Wagner, triple try. No good. Kept alive, though, by Conlon.
Great tip out there from Titus Anderson. He crashed from the baseline, jumped over 3 guys, and was able to knock it out to Wagner. Great hustle play there from the sophomore.
And actually there by Anderson. He'll take another triple try! The sophomore from Georgia! Lighting it up from perimeter! Titus Anderson!
Titus earned that three-pointer by playing great on the offensive glass and was able to knock that out as LaGrange's number 31, Kyle Smith, matches that three-pointer. Love seeing Titus reap the rewards of that offensive rebound and was able to get an open 3 and knock it down.
Smith stretching the floor with his game. He's been inside the interior all night. And he knocks down the easy triple. What a response for the Panthers. Tied up at 26 apiece. Conlon nearly loses possession. Anderson will drive. Finds an open Wagner. No good on the triple. Now 5 minutes even remaining in the first half of basketball. Lions attacks. Lions, no good. I haven't been keeping track of this, but I really want to see the field goal percentage here for LaGrange in this half because they've missed a lot of open ones within 5 to 10 feet of the basket. Koski with the mismatch. Conlon with the contested triple, no good.
Yeah, that's Eagles settling on a pressing defense. We're settling for a contested 3 outside the three-point line. Need to get back to those back cuts, dribble handoffs, slashing through the defense, that kind of thing. LaGrange struggles with a little bit of help defense because they're so focused on guarding their man. But in a game like this where the Eagles back cut early, but they haven't done it since, it's obviously working out for LaGrange.
Scott, as well as number 4, Gabe Cofield, out of the competition for the Panthers. And the number 0, Cam lines the senior guard from McIntosh High School with the inbound. They go to Dillard. McCall will swing it over to Lyons. Smith, another triple. Good! 2 back-to-back triples there for number 31, Kyle Smith, the junior forward standing at 6'6". Here's Wagner on the top of the key. They go inside to Herbster. Herbster impedes his will, but a traveling violation before the shot can even go up.
Yeah, just under 4 minutes left to play here in the half. The Eagles already have 13 turnovers, which is a really high number. We're almost to our game average just here in the first half, and we're only down by 3. Eagles need to clean that up a little bit. It's obviously not killing us because we're only down by 3 on the scoreboard, but we really clean that up, I think we'd find ourselves in the lead right now.
Ball rotated to Moss. Moss will attack. The steal there by Koski. McCall doing a great job in the transition defense. Anderson can't clean up the shot. And that possession will stay here. Number 14, Cameron McCall, doing a great job getting back and contesting that shot there by Brantley Koski, making it more of a more difficult contested shot instead of an easy layup.
Yeah, great transition defense. He went straight up, didn't impede Brantley at all, and Moss was coming from behind, was trying to get that block, just missed it, but good defense there in the transition.
Pinned down for Wilkerson, can't reap the rewards. He was wide open. Smith, he's had 2 triples. Smoff has had an array of fadeaway jumpers, can't get another one here. Eagles trailing by 3 with 3 minutes remaining. Wagner makes a defender miss. He goes inside to Wilkerson, but throws that one away. Now 14 turnovers for the Eagles in the first half. Moss will attack. He goes inside to Smith. Smith blocked from behind there by Wagner. Kept alive there by Stephen Fike.
Yeah, good aggressiveness there from Fike. He just subbed into the game a minute ago. Love seeing him crash that glass hard and willing to go through bodies to try and grab that rebound, and that's what he did.
Anderson goes to Wagner. Wagner goes inside to Wilkerson. Wilkerson fouled. Don't know if it was on a shot, though. Wilkerson was fouled in the act. No, not in the act of shooting. Wilkerson was caught in the act of shooting, so he'll get a chance to go to the free throw line and add to his point total. He already has a field goal in this game, set up by a beautiful assist from Wagner. Here is the first shot here from Wilkerson. That one no good. Smith out of the game for Parker Gonzalez. Smith leading all scorers so far with 8 points, but picked up his first foul moments ago. 1 of 2 from the line for Colin Wilkerson.
You even see there off the made free throw, LaGrange is already down the floor. It took him less than 3 seconds to get all the way down into the deep corner. Obviously something coach preaches, and obviously he preaches crashing the offensive glass as well, because I think that's the 10th or 11th rebound that the Panthers have grabbed here in this first half.
Lyons doing a great job crashing his own miss. Dillard, great defense there on Wagner. Here's Koski now at 22 on the shot clock. Goes to Wilkerson. Wagner goes to Wilkerson. Wilkerson will attack. Wilkerson, runner, good! Colin Wilkerson.
Great head fake there for Colin, gets him 5 points. Good head fake, got Lyons in the air, jumping at his three-pointer, and then a little mid-range pull-up. Good patience and shot there from Colin.
Gonsalves, rebound, no good. Good box out there by Stephen Fike, but doesn't go and grab the offensive rebound, rather defensive rebound. That's an offensive rebound for the Panthers. Now 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pendleton will go to McCall. McCall swings it to Gonsalves, guarded by Stephen Fike. 5 seconds, McCall, step back, jumper on the way, no good. Offensive rebound by Dillard. He lays it up, and a foul there by Titus Anderson.
you give up so many offensive rebounds, you're bound to give up either a lot of points or a lot of fouls. And so far, fortunately for the Eagles, neither one of those have really happened yet. We're only at 6 fouls in the half for the Eagles. Obviously, LaGrange being in the bonus now, but we've only given up 31 points after giving up 13 offensive rebounds.
LaGrange unable to get it done at the free throw line as Trenton Dillard, the sophomore forward, misses the first one. Two of 9 from the free throw line for the Panthers. Dillard goes 1 of 2. 3 of 10 as a team, though, for the Panthers at the charity stripe. 7 misses honestly can make this game a 10-point game instead of a 2-point game, rather a 3-point game. Koski will work the baseline, finds Wagner. Wagner tries to go behind his back, scooping layup, no good. That was a whole lot of something there, Braden, but the possession will stay here with Pensacola.
Yeah, Wagner almost turned the ball over. Great behind the back dribble move, and then little underhand finish there at the front of the rim. Couldn't get it to fall. Fought for the offensive rebound, got a couple deflections. Eagles keep the ball on the baseline.
18 on the shot clock. They go inside to Wagner. He lays it off the glass for 2. The Eagles have cashed in from that baseline out of bounds play multiple times tonight, and that's Gabe Cofield. And knocks down the triple for LaGrange to push the deficits for the Eagles to 4 points. Koski weaves through traffic. Wilkerson a triple. No good. His second miss from perimeter tonight. Now just under a minute remaining. Brody Scott will fire. Good. 2 back-to-back triples there for LaGrange, and a turnover. Scott, he'll drive instead. Wipe away the basket, the foul on the floor. But just like that, the Eagles once were trailing by 3 points, and less than 20 seconds, now trailing by 7. Scott, his second try at the free throw line tonight. Rather, third try. He's missed all free throws in this match and misses the other one as well. But another offensive rebound given up by the Eagles. And another foul due to poor offensive rebounding, rather defensive rebounding by Pensacola.
Yeah, that's the third time we've given up an offensive rebound while the LaGrange Panthers are shooting free throws. Right now there's 4 Eagle players inside of that 3-point arc, and there's only 3 for LaGrange, so statistically we should be grabbing all these rebounds. Obviously we're losing that battle here tonight.
Lead stretches to 9. Coming to the table, number 25, Jace Harrell for the Panthers. A made free throw can make this the biggest lead of the game for the Panthers, and indeed it does. Cam Lyons checks out the competition as well. Wagner. Ball rotated to Koski. Stephen Fike. Great ball rotation here by Pensacola.
For the first time in the half, LaGrange has jumped out of their pressure man, and they jumped into a little bit of a jump zone here, trying to maybe turn the Eagles over, do something a little bit different.
Jumper, no good by Stephen Fike. 9 seconds remaining on the clock. Koski does a great job. Rather, Wilkerson does a great job. Lays it off the backboard. He now has 7. Harrell can't get a shot off before the half, despite the Panthers leading by 7.
Yeah, that was a big half for LaGrange. Obviously, the Eagles being able to hang around at 7, I'm going to be completely honest, is a little bit of a surprise with the offensive rebounds we've given up with having 15 turnovers in this first half. Very surprised that the Eagles are only down 7. But to offensively, you're getting some development from Colin Wilkerson off the bench with 7 points. And then Liam having to be on the bench with 3 fouls. I know that definitely hurt the Eagles.
The Eagles trailing by 7. The Panthers struggling at the free throw line. Pensacola struggling to get a defensive rebound, losing that battle significantly. And also Liam Gertz with 3 fouls, sitting majority of the first half. But until then, we have more basketball when we come back. But until then, Alvin Chapman and Braden Martin will be the next voices you hear. But until then, please enjoy these promotional videos provided by Pensacola Christian College. Thank you.
It's a passion that unites us, the heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools and Abeka Academy homeschoolers, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer and over 20 courses, choose to lighten your college load and, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule, a perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
Choosing a college is so much more than deciding where you're going to live for the next few years. It's choosing a culture, group of people, and academic standard that will shape you into the person you want to become. It's an exciting time, and when you visit campus, it gets even more exciting. It's your moment to get a feel for the atmosphere and community. Catch a game, sit in on classes, visit chapel, make new friends, and so much more. And now you can experience college life your way with multiple visit options. No matter when you come, you'll find a vibrant community influencing the world for Christ. You won't just blend in, you'll belong. So don't wait. See how you can experience PCC today.
20 more minutes of basketball here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman. Alongside me, Braden Motter. Braden, Eagles down by 7, 33-40 is the score against the Panthers of LaGrange College.
Yeah, if the Eagles want to find a way to pull out this win, they need to definitely cut down on the turnovers, to which they had 15 in the first half when we averaged 16 and a half turnovers a game. We almost got to our game average in the first half, so we need to clean that up, and also giving up 12 offensive rebounds in the first half. Need to clean up the defensive boards. That first one there's big.
Also need to do a good job finishing the easy shots as well. Wagner wide open down low. That's a shot missed very long there by Blaze Conlon. Samuel Moss in transition finds Brody Scott. Back to Moss. He'll let it fly. Good! And just like that, a quick timeout there called by head coach Kendall Wallace. We will step aside as well. .52 seconds into the second half of basketball. Wagner will walk it up and actually break the plane, guarded by Dillard. Koski picks up his dribble and goes to Herbster. Quick turnover there by Koski. And we've mentioned how picking up your dribble, especially on the higher layers of the half-court offense, is not the most smartest thing to do, especially being the point guard position.
Yeah, especially against this LaGrange defense that's really high pressure, man. The second you pick it up, they're calling dead, and they're in your face, not letting you pass the ball.
Dillard, great drive to the basket. He lays it off the glass, driving to his left side, Trenton Dillard. He now has 4. Wagner goes to Gertz. Eagles 3 seconds to get it over. Gertz attacks. Gertz. There's Conlon. He drives into the interior of the defense. And another turnover here for Pensacola. That's been the story the entire game. Now 17-2 so far, not even 2 minutes of play.
Yeah, we're already past our game average. Just 22 minutes into this game, we're already past our 40-minute average. So Eagles definitely need to clean that up. Find themselves down 12 here. Definitely need to clean it up and open up your opportunities to get more offensive possessions in the first half. LaGrange had 38 scoring opportunities, and because of the turnovers and offensive rebounds that they gave up, the Eagles only had 28, 10 less field goal attempts.
7-0 run the past 2 minutes. The Panthers open up in this half. They lead by 14. Herbster tries to work inside, plucked from behind there by Cam Lyons.
Hey, 22.
The Panthers sitting back in a 2-3 zone now. Wagner, the inbounder. Lyons, great off-ball defense. Koski retrieves the loose ball. Loses it again. Dillard, great attack on the loose ball as well. Now 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Great aggressiveness from LaGrange there. They jumped into a zone there, but it was a very trap-focused, very pressure-heavy zone, as their defense is known to do.
And another turnover here for Pensacola. Their third in the quarter, 18 total. It's been their kryptonite, taking care of the basketball like it's not valuable. Cofield goes to Lyons. Lyons could add to the run. Spin move. A foul before the shot. But a fresh 20 on the shot clock. And a baseline out of bounds play available for the Panthers. Lyons, the inbounder. They go to Scott. Scott goes inside hard and fouled That one on Malachi Herbster. That's his first foul of the night. Scott a chance to add to the bleeding, but the Panthers' kryptonite tonight has been their free throw percentage. 6 of 14 in that first half. Scott unable to make a free throw all first half. He finally gets one down, and his bench praises him for that as well. Second attempt there for Scott. He knocks them both down. Very uncharacteristic free throw numbers this game for LaGrange. They shoot it at about a 71% clip as a team. Now 2 seconds to get it over. They go to Malachi Herbster quickly. Can he end the drought? He cannot. But Gertz with the follow for the first points for the Eagles.
That's Liam's first field goal of the night as LaGrange turns the ball over and blazes in transition. That's Liam Gertz's first field goal of the night. Obviously, we talked about earlier, Liam being the best scorer on the team is something that LaGrange is obviously keyed in on. They're doubling him as soon as he catches the ball in the post, and up top, they're really pressuring him, not letting him shoot that three.
Wagner, he'll attack. Will go corner to Conlon. Conlon regathers, but he steps out of bounds. Another turnover for Pensacola, and a full timeout called there by head coach Jason Bell. He burns his first full timeout. Now only 2 timeouts remaining, 1:30 and 1 full timeout. It being a full, we're going to step aside. .16 minutes of basketball remaining in regulation. Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden Motter. Braden, the Panthers on a 9-2 run to open up the half.
Yeah, in the first 9 possessions of this second half for the Eagles, they have 4 turnovers in the first 9 possessions. Something we were hoping they cleaned up at halftime, jump back into the old habits here, see if we can't clean it up in the last 15.
Lyons misses the layup there. Herbster finds Koski. Wagner, switched on by Moss. Gertz with the mismatch. Conlon the spin-off. Goes to Koski in the corner. Koski goes corner to Conlon. He keeps it in bounds. Dump down to Koski, and the basket is good.
Great pass there from Blaze. Brantley kind of got pinned down on that baseline, couldn't find anything, kick out to Blaze, and then a good dribble drive from him. Koski cut back door, got an easy 2.
A switch of possession there in favor of Pensacola. Now trailing by 12. Koski will work the baseline, and his double team picks up his dribble once again. Koski goes down low to Gertz. He's double teamed as well. Almost like Koski's picking up his dribbles in the wrong areas of the court. He drives all the way down, works the baseline to the corner of their offensive side, and picks up his dribble, quickly double teamed.
Yeah, that just comes from that trap mentality that LaGrange is running with this 2-3 zone. As soon as you break that line and you pick up the dribble, you're quickly double teamed no matter who you are.
And a traveling violation there by Pensacola. 7 turnovers. That ball must not be valuable because it's not being taken care of. Braden.
Step 31. Step up. Zoom 31. Zoom 31.
Quite unthinkable. The Eagles want a chance to win this game. They have to take care of the ball better. Kyle Smith draws the foul there on Malachi Herbster. That's his second. Third team foul as well for Pensacola. Lions goes to Kyle Smith. They go inside to Dillard. Dillard works on Conlon. Left hand layup, no good. Grabbed down, though, by Malachi Herbster. The Eagles in desperate need of a positive offensive possession here. Herbster will attack on McCall. Gertz will take a contested triple! A much-needed basket for the Eagles, and especially for Liam Gertz. Smith, on the other hand, can't respond. Rebounds his own miss. Stripped there by Aaron Wagner. Here's Koski. He'll lead the break. Spin move on Lions. Holds his pivot foot. Koski will work the baseline and is fouled there by Dillard. That's his second. Jace Harrell will come to the table. Wagner now for the inbound. Gertz with a mismatch there. Koski holds the deflection. Conlon opposite corner three, no good. Kept alive there by Malachi Herbster, but no one to reap the earnings. Gonsalves will also come to the table as well for the Panthers. McCall will drive baseline on Gertz. Finds Smith. He had 2 triples in that first half. Samuel Moss had 1. Great ball rotation here by the Panthers. Moss with the triple. Boom! Samuel Moss, his second triple of the quarter. Rather to half. He now has 12 points.
Yeah, you can go back and watch that defensive possession where the Eagles, a lot of locked knees, standing straight up.
Another turnover, Moss in transition! 2 back-to-back buckets there for Samuel Moss! A triple and a throwdown in transition! And just like that, the Panthers lead by 14. Wagner will attack behind the back pass. And an offensive foul there by the big man, Tyler Smith.
Yeah, it was a good idea from Aaron. Good behind the back pass there. Unfortunately, ran right into that defender. You got to see that defender stepping up to take that charge. You got to see it a little earlier, be able to dump that off faster and avoid him. And Aaron ran right into his chest and got the easy charge call for the official.
The Panthers now the largest lead of the game, 14 points. Now Harrell will go to McCall in the corner. Moss, he's been the hot hand, goes back to McCall. Great ball rotation here by the Panthers.
A lot of straight-up defenders, no communication on the defensive side of the ball. Eagles are really quiet on the defense.
Wagner in transition. Throws up a prayer. Wagner slow to get up. Let's go ahead and break out of this one as Wagner is receiving medical attention. Cameron McCall for the inbound. He goes to Harold. Samuel Moss had the last 5 points here for the Panthers. He goes to Gonsalves. And the turnover. It has been a turnover matchup here tonight. Now LaGrange with 13. Koski the triple left all alone. Can't get the shooter's roll. Conlon fighting for the loose ball. Now in the possession of Cameron McCall.
Yeah, there wasn't a defender within 6 feet of Brantley, leaving him wide open. He's knocked down a couple threes this year. He wasn't able to knock that one down. But if he can add that to his arsenal, he'd be a very dangerous ball player.
Tyler Smith, another triple, and Koski double-teamed again. And now Coach Bell down to his last timeout with 11 minutes remaining. The Eagles trailing now by the largest deficit of the game, 17 points. .11 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in regulation. The Eagles trailing now by 11. Aaron Wagner assisted off the floor after the high ankle sprain to his left ankle. Koski, heavy pressure by Cameron McCall. His first foul. Great defense, but the ref's going to call it if he sees a little bit of hand action and hand checking in that situation there, Braden.
Yeah, usually one hand is okay. Some refs will still give you a call, but the second you put that second hand on their hip, it's an easy foul call for the official.
The Eagles in a 2-3. The Panthers daring them to shoot that outside jumper. Conlon will get it inside to Wilkerson. Fading jumper, no good. He had 7 points in that first half. That's a career high for him, but we head the other direction with the Panthers. Harrell, guarded by Anderson. Smith, a lot of room to operate. Fading jumper, no good. Blocked by Liam Gertz. Gertz, Anderson to the basket. Goaltending call. Count the two there for Titus Anderson.
Yeah, good forward pass there from Liam to Titus. Good finish by Titus high off the backboard. Moss almost got there for the block, but hit it right off that initial hit off the backboard, so good call by the officials on the goaltending.
Jack Matney into the basket. Rather the contest. They go inside. He's guarding now Gonsalves. And just like that, Jack Matney gets his first foul of the game. Now Harrell for the inbound. LaGrange leading by 15. Smith goes to McCall. Harrell. McCall will take his first triple of the game. No good. Wilkerson, the good rebound. Goes through traffic. Anderson will take the open shot. No good. Hard off the backboard. Had a lot of space, nevertheless early in the shot clock. Smith, the response. That's no good. He even knew that one. And the off-ball foul there on Jack Matney. Not even a minute in the game, already 2 personal fouls.
Yeah, Jack's in there battling, trying to fight for the rebound. Obviously, offensive rebounds is something we talked about after the half, that LaGrange had 12 in that first half. Obviously, Jack coming in here trying to do his best to make sure he gets that defensive rebound. Little undersized, so he's having to maybe grab and pull some guys to try and make something happen there.
McCall with the snake screen. Harrell now finds McCall on the elevator screen. Smith guarded down by Gertz. Back now on the possession of Cofield. Now 6 on the shot clock. Smith works down low. Forget the stunt there by Anderson. Smith plays it off the glass for 2.
Yeah, Yeah, Titus smart there at the end of that shot clock to try and shoot that steal from behind. He was unable to get it, but love his aggressiveness to try and poke that away.
Koski will rotate it to Anderson. Anderson doesn't settle for the shot, instead feeds it to Gertz. Gertz working on Cofield, and a foul on Cofield.
Yeah, same thing we talked about a minute ago, hand checking. A lot of times the officials will usually let you put one on the second that second one goes on there. Whistle's going to be blown, and we saw it right there.
Matney works inside, layup no good. Here is Smith. Smith gets it ahead to McCall. He somehow corrals it down. Smith out to Cofield. Cofield a triple. Hard off the backboard, no good. But the offensive foul there. On number 35, Parker Gonzalez. Paul Stickles will come into the game, as well as Dillard and Scott for LaGrange.
LaGrange looking a little bit like the Lady Eagles basketball team here, looking like they have a little bit of a 2-2-1 press here, putting on the Eagles. Colin in the middle.
Stickles goes back to Gertz. Wilkerson. Anderson back to Wilkerson. Now rotated to Matney. Stickles will attack. One more pass to Wilkerson. Three on the way. Good! Colin Wilkerson reaches double digits. A career high for him. 10 points coming off the bench.
Good vision there from Stickles to drive baseline, find Colin on the opposite wing wide open. Good confident shot there from Colin.
Dillard works on Stickles. Nothing he can do there. Takes advantage of his length inside on the freshman Stickles. Matney double teamed. Matney goes to Wilkerson, now in possession of Stickles. Stickles will attack, goes to Anderson, corner, try, can't get the lucky roll. And a quick foul there by Wilkerson. And just like that, a technical foul awarded to Colin Wilkerson.
Yeah, I don't think Collins said anything there that the official didn't like. It was after the foul call. He just threw his hand at the official, a little wave off, acting like it was a bad call. So that's an easy technical call for the official there.
That is 2 fouls here, rather free throws for Jace Harrell. LaGrange, for sure, improving their free throw percentage in this second half. Second one for Harrell is good. Jace Harrell. Jacob Longo will also come into the game for Jacob Longo. Scott unable to cash in at the free throw line. Gertz with the rebound. Cross to Longo. Longo will attack and kick to Stickles. Gertz to Matney. Matney now to Longo. Actually Anderson. Anderson in an attempt to go inside to Stickles. McCall saves it from going out of bounds. Dillard will work on Matney. Dillard dumps it down to Cofield. Cofield, ball deflected off his knee. No good on the bucket. Herbster will check back into the game here for Jack Matney. Pensacola still trailing.
Yeah, simple basketball things here against this 2-guard zone press for LaGrange. You want a 3-guard front or a 1-guard front. If they have 2 up top and even number up top, you want an odd number. Eagles leaving too high there. Makes it a lot more difficult to break that press.
Gertz goes inside to Herbster. Herbster, not a lot of options. He turns it over. McCall in transition. He spins off, but a foul there on Anderson. Now 23 turnovers by Pensacola, and Titus Anderson's 3rd foul of the game. Cameron McCall's first opportunity at the free throw line. He knocks down the first one. Cameron McCall. He has 2 points. Second attempt, no good. Kept alive, though, by Scott. McCall will rotate it to Dillard. 9 now on the shot clock. LaGrange leading by 19. Dillard attacks on Stickles again. Cofield with 2 seconds to get a shot up. Basket no good. Pulled down, though, by Herbster.
Good strong rebound there from Malachi.
Longo picks up his dribble in transition. Cofield with the slam. His first points of the half. Give him 5. Longo. Another turnover for Longo. McCall in transition, lays it off the glass for 2. And this is getting uglier by the seams. The largest lead of the game now for the Panthers, 23 points. As a timeout called by Coach Jason Bell, we will step aside. Gertz now for the inbound for Pensacola with 6:32 remaining on the game clock. A number of substitutions also made here for LaGrange as a near side official conversates here with Coach Jason Bell. We are back here. Pendleton on the top of the 2-2-1 press, along with Lyons. Number 23, Grant Evans in the middle, alongside with Samuel Moss. Just checking into the game, Sean Nichols for LaGrange. Herbster will work inside on Nichols and cash in at the rim. And Paul Stickles picks up a foul in the full court setting. That puts them in the double bonus as well.
Yeah, Stickles just trying to play a little bit of pressure defense here. LaGrange has been pressing us all game. I think Paul wanted to step up and try and do something there. Tried to get a steal, was unable to get it, had to commit the foul to keep the play alive.
Ford Barnes, the 6'7" forward, will check into the contest as well for LaGrange College. Lions' first free throw attempt, good. The Panthers improving their free throw shooting in the second half. They haven't missed one, Braden.
Yeah, they've shot the ball extremely well. We talked about even in the halftime break, just between me and you, that they were shooting the ball pretty poorly there in the first half, both from the field and the line, and struggling to play defense a little bit are the Eagles. And so when you give them a lot of open opportunities, especially free throws, eventually they're going to start knocking them down.
1 of 2 from the line for Cam Lyons. Koski double team, finds Stickles quickly. Gertz will attack. Gertz to the basket. Goes to Herbster. He attacks inside. Koski works inside, dumps it off to Gertz. He'll take a contested three-pointer. That's no good. Pendleton the rebound, but deflected off his knee.
Here we go. Here we go. Next play.
Yeah, I'm not sure either LaGrange Panther was able to come down with that ball. I think they were both going for the rebound and didn't realize they were fighting a teammate, went off their legs, and Eagles will take possession on the baseline.
Anderson now for the inbound. Stickles on the top of the key will attack. Dribble pull-up is good for Paul Stickles.
Love that confident pull-up there from Sticks. Obviously, he hasn't shot the ball many times today, but that one dribble pull-up, he looked very confident shooting that ball. Would love to see him continue to do that, drive the ball a little bit, and shoot with confidence.
I'm going to be honest with you, Paul Stickles hasn't scored the ball. He's just been asked to do a lot of things as far as being the point guard position, which is understandable, but he's a very capable shooter by no means. Very confident stroke he had in that previous shot, the freshman from Woodstock, Virginia. He's also open once again, but that kickball violation hit off the foot of Sean Nichols.
And share the basketball, son. This is not the two show.
5 minutes and 12 seconds remaining on the game clock. Gertz will go to Malachi Herbster. Herbster, one dribble, picks it up. Three-pointer for Titus Anderson, no good. But an off-ball foul there by forward Barnes. His first foul of the game.
Good boy. Get out.
We'll go to Gertz. Another three from that same corner. That's good. Cuts the deficit back to 17. And a block there by Gertz on Nichols. Pendleton will drive and a turnover. And a foul there by Nichols again. The Eagles, one foul away from shooting 1-on-1 free throws. And now Cofield, Scott, Smith, and Moss will come back into the game here for LaGrange.
White 2. 4 wasn't in the game.
Here is Koski now for the inbound. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in regulation. Paul Stickles.
LaGrange gets their starting lineup back in, and you immediately see that defensive intensity that top five brings. Communicating really well, jumping to the ball, closing out with high hands, and obviously playing good defense. Gets a foul call there, but you can tell that that top five has a lot better communication, a lot better intensity sometimes than that bench team does.
And honestly, they're doing really good defensively, especially in a zone presence. It looks like a man, honestly, especially when they trap the ball very well, and they replace very efficiently as well as Gertz knocks down the free throw.
Yeah, you play a little bit of a matchup zone where you call it a 2-3 zone, but you don't just guard an area if there's nobody there. So you match up with somebody near to you that's close to your area. That's why they call it a matchup zone. And LaGrange obviously has been coached extremely well, and they run that half court and full court zone very effectively.
Lyons drives, no good on the basket. Now in the hands of Koski. LaGrange is led by as much as 23 in this matchup. Now only leading 15. Anderson picks up his dribble and swings it over to Koski. Stickles goes to Herbster. Now 8 on the shot clock. Gertz, corner try, good! Liam Gertz coming alive here in this half. He's on an 8-0 run by himself here.
Yeah, Liam only had 1 point there in the first half, and he's got himself 13 here in the game, a 12-point half for Liam. LaGrange was very disciplined in that first half. It also helped that he was on the bench a lot with 3 fouls. He hasn't picked up his 4th yet, so the Eagles love having him on the floor, obviously being the best scorer. The Eagles need him in order to stay in a lot of these ball games they play.
Eagles now trailing only by 12. Lions, dribble pull-up, no good. Scott, rebound. Nobody was even boxing out on that situation there, Braden. Scott, untouched, follows the shot, retrieves the ball and lays that up for 2.
Yeah, it was actually a great box out on the bottom by Liam and Malachi. They both held their guys out, but whoever was guarding number 5, Brody Scott there, left him, as you said, untouched. He came from the right wing, came all the way around the court, wide open offensive rebound, wide open putback, easy 2 for him.
Eagles in an attempt to come back in this match. They trail by 14 with 3 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. We will step aside. Eagles trailing now by 14, 57-71 is the score. Gertz, the inbounder. LaGrange turned on that pressure again in the full court press setting. Man-to-man defense. Smith guarding Gertz. Gertz, the stutter step, gets to the hole and good.
Yeah,
Liam Gertz, a 10-0 run by himself.
Yeah, he's a real mismatch problem for a lot of teams because he's a center. He plays that inside position, but he's actually a really good ball handler. Usually a good passer. He had a couple bad turnovers today, but he's actually a really good passer. So he makes a lot of problems for some of these teams to match up against.
Scott will drive on Koski, kicks corner to Lyons. Lyons, jumper, no good. Rebounds his own miss. Lyons will go to Smith. He's been finding success from beyond the arc. That's no good. Gertz pulls down another rebound. And he's fouled. Now free throws in the bonus for him.
Yeah, that's something for LaGrange that you definitely don't want to do. The Eagles are trying to battle their way back into this game. They find themselves only down 12. You don't want to stop the clock and give the Eagles free throws because that gives them an opportunity to score points with the clock stopped. Staying at about 2.5 minutes here. I'm sure coach is not happy with that 94 feet foul that was just committed.
Anderson out of the game. Stickles, Koski, now Conlon in the game. Gertz at the line. Gertz on a 10-2 run by himself. Make that 11-2 for Liam Gertz. 17, make that 18 points in this half for Liam Gertz. Lions. All rotated to Smith. Smith guarded by Herbster. Now 2 minutes remaining and a foul there on Liam Gertz. That's his 4th. Despite being in foul trouble, honestly, Brayden, he has to stay in the game. He's been doing majority of the scoring here for Pensacola in this half. 18 points by himself in this half.
Yeah, I definitely don't think if you're Coach Bell, you have the opportunity to pull Liam here. Usually with about 2 minutes left is when you would put your 4 foul player back into the game anyways. So with 2:10 left on the clock and Liam having 4 fouls, I think Coach Bell is going to have to take the risk and keep him in the game.
Gertz exposing his matchup, drawing Smith out on the perimeter and making him defend the entirety of the court. Lions, second try from the free throw line, good. Pushes the lead back to 12. Koski, double team, goes to Stickles. The Eagles, an attempt to get it over. What a 10-second violation. That one really interesting there, Brayden, because there was 1 second to get over and the ball was in the air. And was in the possession of Koski. Nonetheless, the far side official calls the 10 seconds violation. Elevator screen to get Lions the ball. Lions guarded by Paul Stickles. Great defense there by Stickles. He dives for the loose ball. And a backcourt violation forced by the freshman Paul Stickles. Great defense there by Paul Stickles. Great help side defense as well by Brantley Koski.
Yeah, Koski's offensive player went up to set a ball screen, and Brantley, instead of just hedging it a little bit, he really jumped it like he was trying to steal the ball, and Lions did turn it over eventually.
Great pass there by Moss to Lions. He pushes the lead back to 14. Koski double teamed. Longo comes to the table. Paul Stickles will swing it over to Conlon. Conlon, a triple try, no good. Rebound by Stickles. Stickles goes up strong, a lot of contact, no good. But Malachi Herbster the follow.
Great effort, offensive rebound there from Malachi Herbster. Knew he couldn't get both hands on the ball. Good tip in from him.
And Koski forces another steal. That one goes out of bounds. Trevor Longo coming into the game now for Blaze Conlon. Here is Scott now. Lions goes to Moss. Moss guarded by Trevor Longo. Moss loses Longo. One more pass to Scott, a triple on the way, no good. Another strong rebound there by Paul Stickles. Here's Koski with under a minute remaining. Herbster will drive. Stickles three, hard off the back iron. Great job there by Herbster to keep it alive.
Yeah, that's his second deflection and offensive rebound here just in the last couple possessions.
Herbster will go corner to Longo, triple on the way, good for Trevor Longo. Great ball rotation there by Pensacola Christian.
Yeah, big shot there from Trevor coming off the bench cold and jumps up, knocks down a contested corner three. Very difficult shot there from Trevor. Good vision from Malachi, though. Knows he's not the best shooter, so he pump fake one dribble and then found Trevor in the corner.
Eagles now trailing by 9. They bring it back to single digits, but honestly, just not enough time to amount a comeback. Here is Lions now at the free throw line. He misses the first one. Nevertheless, the Panthers have improved their free throw numbers in this second half of play. Another free throw here for Lions, and good. He splits the pair. Now 23 on the game clock. Gertz will find Longo. Intended target, but no good. Scott is fouled by Gertz. And that's his fifth one. He'll be out of the contest for the remainder of the game. 12 seconds of regulation, but man, 19 points, 18 of those points in the second half.
Yeah, big second half from Liam. They obviously keyed in and really shut him down in the first half. Like I said, with 3 fouls, he was on the bench for the last, I think it was 7.5 minutes of the game, of the half, excuse me. So obviously that's a tough call for the Eagles. But him getting 18 points here in the second half was big for the Eagles and definitely helped them mount that comeback when he scored 11 in a row.
6'11", Good News Akinofoa will check into the contest here for Liam Gertz. And here is Brody Scott for the first free throw attempt. He knocks it down. He hasn't missed a free throw all half, despite being 0 for 4 in that first half of basketball. Next attempt here for Scott. He splits it. Added to possession of Good News. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Eagles will lose their 8th game in a row, despite the efforts of Liam Gertz having a phenomenal first half performance, rather second half performance. 77-66 is the score. The Panthers improve to 6-2 on the season.
Yeah, it was a big game for LaGrange. They jumped out to that lead early in the second half, held it for a while, put in the second string, and then the Eagles started coming back a little bit, got it down to I think it was 7 at one point, but LaGrange was able to pull the ball back, or was able to pull the lead back, ultimately get the win. Story of the night, though, definitely, I mean, something we've talked about all night, Eagles with 28 turnovers there in that game, and like you said earlier, there's not a lot of basketball games you're going to end up winning with 28 turnovers on the box score.
Also, congratulations to Jenna Wolford for setting a career-high 28 points against another team in the same conference as LaGrange, against Belhaven College. What an impressive performance by her. She sets the records for most threes in the game, 41% from beyond the arc, 8 threes in that matchup.
Yeah, it was a great game for the Lady Eagles. They were able to knock down a lot of shots today, got a big 25-point victory over Belhaven. That was a big win on the road for Coach Sellers and the Lady Eagles. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Jenna. Like you just said, she's had a big weekend, broke 1,000 career points last night, and then set a single game record with eight three-pointers today. So big win for the Lady Eagles. A little bit of a tough loss for the Eagles, but they did battle a little bit. There's a lot of good to come from today, but definitely some things that we still need to work on.
Thank you so much, fans at home, for joining us. The next time you will see our men's Eagles basketball team will be next Saturday against Huntington College, another team in the similar conference as LaGrange, the Collegiate College Conference of the South. But until then, Alvin Chapman and Braden Motter signing off. Braden, any final words after tonight's matchup?
I don't think so, Al. It was a fun time. Thanks for having me on. I always love doing this with you. So hopefully one of these games we'll get to commentate a big win together and have some fun doing it.
Absolutely, just like old times. Thank you, fans at home. We appreciate your support, and have a great remainder of your weekend.